Could the California stay-at-home order lead to a martial law type situation in the near future? I got a feeling it's going to happen, but it's going to be a wait and see because there's no determined time like how long this stay-at-home order is going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like basically, California is under a lockdown right now. Pretty much all non-essential stores are closed except for, like supermarkets are open, the banks are open, the laundromats are open, and the weed dispensaries are open because weed is essential in California. But not a lot. But not all Californians are following this order, especially in the beaches.
Out here now, we took a tour of the Orange County and LA beach cities from Newport Beach to Long Beach, from Redondo Beach to
But it looks like they're following the social distancing rule.
The biggest turnout was here at Newport Beach.
Look how much space are between the
beach,
people.
I should say. You can see the crowds out here, but let's go to some video that we shot during that tour, and you can see exactly what we came across. People not really practicing social distancing on the shoreline. You see that compression shot there, Newport Beach, Huntington Beach, people on the pier, people playing, actually those people right there, young people playing a drinking game at Manhattan Beach. A lot of basketball being played at Venice Beach on the boardwalk there. So a lot of patrols going on as well, but really people just kind of ignoring that stay-at-home order, getting out. Now it's very tempting, of course, they want to get out in the sun and enjoy themselves with all the rain that we've had, but again, because of the order, it's not such a good idea to be out here in such close quarters. We see people, touching things, kids on swing sets, people playing with volleyballs, and people fishing on the pier themselves. But again, a lot of people just ignoring that, wanting to get out in the daylight, in the sunlight, making their way to the beaches all the way from Newport to Will Rogers State Beach. And again, we're seeing still a lot of people out here at this hour. That's the latest.
You see, most Californians don't really pay attention to the news. They don't pay attention to the news like 24/7. And we have a rebellious streak. We always had a rebellious streak against the government. It's a huge part of like the California ideology, being rebellious against the man. Of course, they're not going to listen to stay-at-home order, especially with good weather outside. And the thing is, if you listen to Dr. Drew, a good idea is to get fresh air. But the thing is not to be too close, or you're going to end up with the flu yourself, because there's a story in Florida where some of the spring break people actually caught the flu, which I'll show after LA. Like Eric Garcetti has an idea to move homeless in the neighborhood recreation centers, which I think won't turn out well, because basically there's already many diseases around these people, and they have mental health issues. They're mentally unpredictable. You don't know what they're going to do. They just randomly attack you at any single moment. So basically, it's going to be an unsafe and very unsanitary environment, because these people, I'm around homeless people all the time in Hollywood, and man, they fucking smell. And a lot of these people already got diseases within them, so you're basically putting them all into a big pressure cooker, which is, this is going to end up in a complete disaster. And many residents are unweary about this. And many residents are already unweary about this order putting the homeless in these recreation centers. And Rand Paul tested positive for coronavirus. Sad for him, considering he doubted it, but now it caught the libertarian too. It's sad. That's the way shit is. Yeah, it's really sad. But yeah, some of the homeless are skeptical of the LA plan to move in recreation centers, because they will be less safe. Because large amount of homeless people are drug addicts and have mental health issues. The real problem. This has been a mental health crisis that's been ignored by our leadership for years, because I mean, because of the AC, I mean, because the ACLU and shit always filing lawsuits against removing the homeless off the streets. That's the reason why, like, we still have this. I mean, have like this homeless crisis in a lot of these tent cities and all that because of ACLU filing lawsuits saying like it's a human right to like live outside. That's basically how this whole crisis came to be. I mean, and they always talk about like housing prices, but the reality is a lot of it is a drug and mental issue problem, which our government doesn't really care about. Yet they love the virtue signal like they care about all the people. And like Newsom and Garcetti are pursuing a policy of moving as many homeless people indoors as possible are worried about the overcrowding, and there's like over 100,000 homeless people in California. In San Francisco, especially, is incredibly dense. And you put all of that, like non-showering and infectious diseases and drug issues into one place. It's gonna be a fucking yeah. It's gonna be a pandemic. And I mean, and the thing is you got to take this thing seriously. I mean, like our state. I mean, California, New York, and Illinois went overboard by basically shutting down our economy. But these dumbass college students in Florida also test positive for coronavirus after a spring break trip. And if you saw like a video of like college students like, well, I'm living for the moment, man. I'll worry about it when it happens, man. Like these cats had this feeling of invincibility, like they're involved. It only happens to old people. But look who got caught. 5 college students from the University of Tampa. So yeah, you gotta take this a bit seriously with social spacing and staying indoors. But that doesn't mean you have to like basically shut off the economy, which went way overboard. And as you see here, many people aren't really paying attention to the order because a lot of people don't pay attention to the news. Most people go on social media, go on like Facebook, Instagram, and all that, and maybe see like a news article once in a while, but most of the time they're not paying attention to the news. So you got shit like this happening, and lots of black folks are not going to take orders from the government. I mean, lots of folks aren't going to take orders from the government. I mean, a lot of us are anti-government or doesn't really care about government type people. So, follow me, John Clem 310 on Twitter. If you like this video, please share and subscribe because YouTube doesn't have much love for libertarians in California like me. Peace out.